So Emily Carver of the IEA was on BBC's Question Time last night, and this happened courtesy of SNP MP Alyn Smith.
Alan.
Well, if we're talking about transparent sources of finance, I do hope we can start with Emily's organisation and the transparency of who we're all representing tonight. I am deeply worried.
Do you want to explain what you mean by that?
The organisation that Emily's representing
the Institute of Economic Affairs.
The Institute of Economic Affairs has been rated by various other think tanks as being non-transparent in the financing of its organisation. Now, we're all entitled to have our opinions here. We're all entitled to have our opinions here.
I'm my own person. I can speak for myself. Thank you very much.
Well, my concern is I'm concerned about who you're actually speaking for. I'm here because I was elected.
Well, firstly, the Institute of Economic Affairs keeps the privacy of our donors. But otherwise, I think I'm sat here on a panel as myself, representing my organisation, representing the fact that I'm a columnist at Conservative Home.
Well, that's one of the biggest loads of bollocks I've heard in ages, and actually Alyn Smith's point is a particularly relevant one. Emily Carver of the IEA, the Institute for Economic Affairs think tank, which the BBC love to platform, their favourite guest from there, albeit she's now left, being the awful Kate Andrews, an American who hates the NHS, and indeed Carver is cut from the same cloth, as you can see from these numerous headlines. The IEA is right-wing. We don't know who funds them, and that's been flagged as a problem for some time. And despite Carver's arrogant protestations on the subject, she wasn't platformed for her personal opinion. She wouldn't have been introduced as being from the IEA if she was, and indeed anybody in the audience could be platformed just for their opinion on the panel, but that's not how these panels work. You're supposed to have some relevant contribution to lend to the issues of the day, but instead Question Time is used as a vehicle to push right-wing ideology. And when those panels consistently comprise of right-wingers like Carver, disproportionately skewing the conversation, along with most of the audience tending to be selected not for impartiality, as the BBC always claim, but to ensure most of them are right-wing too, the entire programme becomes a propaganda exercise. The IEA have absolutely no place in civilised debate. Their views are terrible. Check them out for yourselves and ask yourself why the BBC keeps platforming them above other more transparent think tank options.